hold on. All right. How low's that camera go?
Okay, Mitch. God. That's stupid.
Jeez. Oh, here we go. We on now. I see it.
All right, here we go. What's the matter, babe? Are we live? We're live on YouTube. All right, folks. Sorry we're late tonight, but we had to run down the hill. And
Oh, here we go. We on now. I see it.
all right, here we go.
It's great.
What's the matter, babe? All right, here we go. We're live on YouTube. All right, folks. How's things going over there, WACC?
It is delayed.
Oh man, I'm chilling, bro. Yeah, I hear the delay, bro. You hear it?
Yeah, you
we
guys
got
can do
delay
it on your
going.
phones.
We have to go to the phone call.
All right. Let me
Sorry, folks, we got a delay going, so I got to talk to WACC on the phone while we record this.
all right. Oh man, I'm chilling, bro. Yeah, I
What's
hear
happening
it.
there,
I'm
WACC?
here. I'm here.
All right, turn the volume down. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. We just tried to go off the computer to see what the delay would be like, and it's obviously it's kind of messing us up. There's like a 5-second, 10-second delay there.
Yep.
How you doing, WACC?
I'm good, bro. How about you and Adrian?
It's pretty good here. Things are it's just very hot, very hot.
Hot and humid, or?
It's hot and humid. You know, we got river running through our town and the American River. So it's kind of hot and humid. Yeah. We went down to Folsom and hey, guess what? We got a new, I want to let our subscribers know, and also our, we have a friend out in Bakersfield that donated a little cash for us to help get us a computer. And we throw in a little money off our my job, and we got an iMac thing. I don't know much about it. But,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna interrupt you guys for 1 sec. Beep 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 beep.
yeah.
Coming on in.
Yeah.
Michael Korn just donated $5 super chat. He said, "Great to see you on."
Oh, wow.
And Slick Ruler donated $20. He
Wow.
said, "I'm back."
All right, Slick. Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Slick. Thank you guys. Thank you, Michael
We
Korn.
appreciate that
Awesome.
very much. Yeah, hey, WACC, we got a computer like yours, so we can FaceTime or whatever the hell that stuff is.
Yeah, that's what's up,
But I
bro.
want
It's
to
gonna
thank
make
our, you know, we got a man who donated a little money towards us, actually a lot, to help us get this, and doing a little money from work, and we got this thing, and evidently she's gonna really love it. It's something she asked for, and yeah, so it's a good deal, man. I just want to thank our patron, you know, our donator, and let him know that we got what we need to do the videos and everything. So how you doing, WACC? I heard you got your new computer, you got your channel up. How's your channel working out?
it's pretty good, man. I want to thank everybody for the love and support they've shown, and we've taken off, and it's only gonna get better. So hey, I'm happy, bro. You know what I mean? And look forward to meeting a whole bunch of new people, and maybe I can if I can get one person to deter from that life, man, and have to go through that struggle, then hey, it was worth it, bro. So
Yeah. So how do you like your channel? How do you like doing that YouTube, making videos and all that kind of stuff? Are you enjoying that?
yeah, it's cool. It takes up a little bit of time, but you know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
it's worth it though. It's cool.
So what about messages, man? You getting messages on your feedback?
Oh yeah, some crazy. I mean, just crazy how people, you know what I mean, can take to somebody just meeting them over the internet. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate that, man. That's 100. Man. I appreciate that.
Is most of the feedback positive?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, you got a couple haters here and there, bro, but other than that,
You know, it's to be expected.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know.
So what's going on up there, man? What's the news? How's the
Talk about your thing today.
Oh yeah. Hey, how's the wife's the shop got smashed out during the riots that your wife manages? I just wonder how that's working out for you.
Oh, that's cool. I guess they did like a they totaled it out at like 100 grand in losses, and so I guess they have to go through the insurance process, and I can only imagine, bro, of how long that's gonna take. Because I'm pretty sure the insurance company's backed up. You know what I mean? But hey, you know, as long as you don't lose your life, you come out all right. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It sucks.
I just hope it hasn't. I hope it hasn't impacted her job. You know.
No, she's good.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, things are cool here, man. I've been working. You know.
We had a fun day today.
Yeah, we had a fun day. You know, we did a video this morning, which WACC was involved with, along with another friend of ours, a new friend that you've made, and a man that got me started on the YouTube channels. And hopefully we'll get that posted in the morning, and it'll be a Father's Day special. And I think it'll be a first for the YouTube prison genre. It's going to be a three-way chat with a few guys who've been to prison. And, you know, I mentioned to you, WACC, we got 3 generations of people, right, on that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Am I gonna pause?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have a 50-something-year-old guy and a 40-something-year-old guy and a 30-something-year-old guy all chatting about Father's Day. And we're going to post it on Father's Day, and I hope you guys like it.
Yes, sir.
Are you sitting?
I think they're gonna like it, man, because it was interesting.
Okay. Can I talk?
Oh, we got a break here. What's up?
Chronic Soldier, one of our faves, who's a good friend of a bunch of other people, says he donated $50 via super chat. Wow. Chronic, thank you so much. And he said, "What's Chronic good, Soldier. Mitch? What's cracking, WACC? Glad to see you both. Much respect, and extend that as well to the little misses in the background. Thank you." Thank you so much, you guys. That's so cool. Thank you.
Hey, WACC, you hear that?
Up.
Hey, Lex.
Yeah. Soldier sends his, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chronic. Hey,
yeah, he's a good dude, man. He hits me up, you know, and comments on my videos. And he's a stand-up dude, man. So salute to Chronic Soldier, man.
Oh, you chat with him on the side?
Well, no, we haven't like hit in the messages, but I mean, every time I post a video, he comments and all that, and he offers his encouragement and support. So, you know, that means a lot, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. And I really want to thank him for his donation, man. That's what's going on, babe.
Sorry, I'm interrupting the.
That's all right. What's up?
The flow. Slick just donated $50.
Wow.
Slick Ruler, he's a bona fide subscriber now. Slick, thank you so much.
Yeah, and Slick is our only authorized user of
I will stop interrupting you guys. Sorry.
Channel.
I just wanted to, show love.
That's right.
You know, hey, WACC, our friend Slick Ruler, man, he's got an awesome garden up north in the mountains, man. He rides motorcycles, and he's got a business, and he's a fantastic dude, and he really likes what we're doing, man, and it's kind of amazing to have people just support you because you're doing positive shit. It just blows my mind, man. And I want to thank
Shout out to Slick, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, WACC, so you've been like reading your comments you get on your videos and stuff?
Oh yeah, I try to respond to every comment that's made, bro, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. You know what I mean? Because hey, they took their time out of their day to comment on something that they didn't have to take the time to. So I try to respond accordingly, you know?
Yeah, but doesn't it blow you away, man, that all the positive feedback that you get? I mean, I know we get a little negative here and there, but in general, the positive feedback from people, they're interested in your story and it's like, they just give you this positive feedback, like an encouragement, man. It just blows me away. I don't know about you, but it just,
it does, bro. Hey, so let's, I guess earlier today, somebody had made a snide comment.
Oh yeah, so earlier today, WACC and I did a video with someone else, and we're gonna post it tomorrow. And of course, my wonderful wife posted I guess she did like a preview thing, like we're gonna post this, and somebody mentioned the man that hey, you had us and all this kind of stuff until you started falling in love with this white guy that talked like he's a black fella.
Hold on, I just want to say this. C-Bab said, we fuck with WACC.
Yeah, we fuck with WACC. C-Bab, you know C-Bab WACC?
No, but shout out to him. What's up, my brother?
Yeah. It might be, I don't know if it's a dude or a chick or whatever. C-Bab, thank you. Yeah, so hey, WACC, you know, we did the video, and I guess Adrian posted a thing, like a preview, letting them know tomorrow we're going to post this thing. And somebody made a comment, man, that, you know, hey, hey, you had us until you started messing around with this white guy that talked like a black guy and this and that and the other. And I responded by saying, hey, look, you know, he said it's kind of strange that a white boy, a OG white boy, would mess with a black guy, a white guy that talked like he's black or whatever. And you know, first and foremost, man, I'm not a boy. And I responded saying, look, you know, I'm not a white boy. You know, I'm you know, and because I'm not a boy, I'm able to communicate with this guy and recognize that, you know, basically you're a product of the environment you grew up in, you know, and I also said, you know, I made some other comments, you know, when black people called me a boy in prison, basically I used to call them a boy, like, hey, black boy. They call me a white boy, I call them a black boy, and they didn't like it. That was my way of letting them know I didn't like being called a boy. And basically I said, because I'm not a boy, you know, I'm able to communicate with you. And actually, you know, we've become friends since our interview. And
Craig said you're a grown-ass man.
Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. You know, basically, I am white, I'm Irish, Scott Irish, and I'm a man. So because I'm a man, I'm able to communicate with you and develop a little friendship and you know, that goes not just for you, but anybody. And you know, I have friends that are black, white, Mexican, Asian. I have a friend out in Korea, man, that helped me get through the program and get out of prison. So because I'm a man, I can communicate with other people and find commonalities and sometimes actually develop friendship with them, you know. And but anyways, my response, the next thing I know, you know, the guy deleted his comment, you know. So yeah.
Well, I got something to say, and before I say it, I don't mean no disrespect to anybody on here, other than if you feel the same way that dude felt about Mitch.
Yeah.
One thing I can say is this: I don't take friendships lightly because I don't have too many friends, and.
Yeah.
For somebody to come across and say some shit like that to you, man, you know, when you first told me to ruffle my feathers, man, I had to gather myself a little bit because, you know, if you're trying to politic on the streets like you're in the pen, bro, you need to go sit the fuck down somewhere.
Yeah, or go to the pen.
Yeah, or take your sorry ass back to the pen, bro. And 9 times out of 10, the dude that ran his mouth and said that, bro, was on a 50-50 yard, or if not, he was on a fucking PC yard, right? And,
and you know, yeah, maybe.
Hey, no disrespect.
Or maybe he's never been on a yard, period. I don't know.
Yeah. And this is the thing, bro. And you know this, Mitch. I went to war up and down the state of California with the wood car. And over them years, I got to know a couple woods behind the wall or in the shoe. I knew a dude in the shoe that if half these dudes knew who I was talking about, they probably want to suck his fucking dick. But me and that man.
Well, you know, bottom line, you told me that story about one time when the cops were fucking with you.
Yeah.
And you know, the cop was on your door fucking with you, like threatening you and all that kind of stuff. And then your neighbor was a white dude who was a prison gang member and basically told the cop to back the fuck up and leave you the fuck alone. And the cop looked at him like he was all crazy. And the bottom line was the guy respected you because you're a stand-up motherfucker and backed the cop up off your door.
Yeah. And so my thing is this, man. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, hey, if you don't like seeing shit like this, then don't watch it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and if you see me in the streets, holler at me, bro.
Yeah.
You know, hey, that shit is lame, homie. That shit just irritates me, dog. Like, he couldn't walk the line me and you walked, bro.
You guys need
You know,
like,
shit like that undercover behind the keyboard shit, that reminds me of another.
And the bottom line, bro, is look, man, you know as well as I do that 90% of the guys, well, maybe not 90%, but 80% of the guys in prison that, that click up with certain groups of people. I don't know about now, but during the 90s and early 2000s, mid 2000s, all that, they were just following the leader, It's like, hey, it's fashionable to be this way. So they would just fall in the line and follow leader, So,
yeah.
So I don't take it personal. People make stupid comments and I don't trip,
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
I appreciate you, your feelings like that and the way you think and everything. I appreciate, but hey, the bottom line, brother, is look, man, we're out here in the world living, right? And life out here is good. And I love it. And I don't let names like that bother me.
A lot of people have a lot to say right now.
Oh, by the way, WACC, we got a lot of comments here, so let's give them a chance.
First,
let's do
it. Let me start off that Slick Roller just donated another $5.
Wow.
And he said this. Okay, so Slick, I'm not going to say what you just said because they're going to talk about that. So we will get to that in a minute. They're talking about Savage.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about the big Savage.
This is to the ponytail PC boy that ran his mouth. Fruitcake that got arrested at Walmart. So we will talk about that in a minute. And I want to welcome our new mod, Lex Virgilio, that I just made a mod.
Right.
I just made her mod.
Yeah.
So we love you, Lex, and you are. She said
great.
she just wanted you to know that it's really special to her that you guys do the Father's Day thing. She's missing her dad, and
we'll pump that tomorrow.
Let's see. Okay, so there's lots of comments. I can't hear myself. Okay, so we got Agony said, "Stand up, Mitch. I'm a 70-year-old former B number." Wow.
Oh wow.
Not many come out with the intelligence that you bring.
Respects to you for having a B number.
Man, Mitch has a C number, so that's some shit right there.
Number. My C number is C12578, so I fell right behind the B numbers. If I would have took the manslaughter, I would have got a B number.
Oh wow, really?
You, man. And thank you for that comment, man. I appreciate it. What else?
The Collectors Gathering said, "Hey bros, I did 6 years in Michigan. I do a cook up with you guys any day."
Now the guy with a B number, I just want to say, man, if you'd like to come on my channel and talk about what it was like to have that B number, as opposed to what we think's going on now, I'd love to have you on the channel. I'm just throwing that out there,
So Large Holy Burger asked, "What's up, guys? Glad I could finally make a live stream. Just curious, Mitch, are you 100% Scott Irish?" My response was, "We just ran an ancestry DNA, so we will soon find out, and we will share that with you guys once we find out."
For my birthday, my wife bought me an ancestry DNA kit, and I spit in the bottle and sent it in, and we'll share that when we get it.
Street Mart Square said, "Real men only."
Breaking news. Mitch is alien.
I'm an alien.
South LA 213. We haven't seen you for a bit. It's nice to see you again. He said he was talking about your that troll that you guys were talking about. Yeah. He said internet gangbangers.
Internet gangbanger. Hey, South LA, man. I lived there. I loved it.
Oh.
What's up?
Chronic Soldier donated another $50.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Serious?
Oh my God, you guys are crazy tonight.
Wow.
He said that freaking makes me mad. If every person was unique, it would be a pretty boring world.
Yeah.
Mitch is a stand-up guy. WACC is a stand-up guy. They've shown their face. That guy won't show his. Guarantee that. Much respect to both you. Walmart Savage. Ha ha ha. Thank you so much, Chronic. That's super cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve LaBarber. He said, "What's up?"
Oh yeah, by the way, WACC, our mods, one night Steve LaBarber was on first, and then our mods were we got one of our mods came on, and it was kind of
It was Jason.
Yeah, Jason came on. And Jason, we love you. And it was a debate about who was on first.
He's on.
And Jason said, "Hey, I sent Steve a shirt with all our moderators' names on it." And that was Jason's suggestion. And Steven said, "Hey man, I never got no birthday presents unless I bought them, or something to that effect." And he's very grateful. He's surprised, and he was very grateful.
We need. I want everybody to wish
Steve.
our mom,
Me and Steve messaged
Jason
on
Irwin, a
Instagram.
happy birthday.
What's that, WACC?
Me and Steve, we DM each other on Instagram. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, Steve's a good dude. And by the way, it's our boy's Jason's birthday, man. So let's all wish
happy birthday, Jason.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and that just shows you, man, the kind of people that watch our channel, WACC, are not selfish people. They're selfless, and they think about others. And that's kind of the stuff that we encourage, man, is to think about other people, you know, in your daily life. And that's awesome, man. Yeah, so I put all our mods' names on the shirt and sent it to Steve, and I just went out to all our mods to know that he was very grateful. Yeah. So what's going on there, WACC? How you been, man?
Nothing much. Pretty good. How about, so what's the latest story on the Walmart stalker?
Walmart stalker. Well, here's the deal. All right, this is my take, and you can
allegedly.
Actually, a slick ruler, or a guy who's been more than generous with us, man. And he's actually a good dude. We DM each other on Instagram. He's a good dude, man, and he's he's got a business. He's just a good dude, and sends me photographs of his garden, which is awesome. But he mentioned to me, man, that I never watched Savage's videos. Once I saw he was a 2.5er.
He talked shit about you once.
Yeah, he talked shit about me. He called me hard erection and all that shit. And I'm waiting on some blue chew. Maybe I can get a hard erection. But the bottom line is, bottom line is, he said, that he hops. Slick Ruler brought this to my attention. Savage mentioned that he hopped from yard to yard because he had the juice card, basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, WACC, but guys that walk from yard to yard to yard were guys that were in trouble, guys that were hiding, maybe their number was ready to get punched, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
Slick Ruler brought that up, he's saying, only guys that hop yard to yard to yard are guys that they're hiding shit, right? Is that right? Yeah, so, there's a good possibility, man, that Mr. Savage was a sex offender on his term in prison.
Alleged sex offender.
Wow. I ain't even going there, man. The guy's a fucking PC case. And for you guys that don't know what 2.5 means, or 25, they call it now, it's deuce 5 is what this PC gang started as. And you ever watched the show called Hawaii 5-0? It's a cop show. And the cops are called 5-0. So half a cop is 2.5. And that's what the original deuce 5 is. It's 2.5. It's half a cop.
Yeah.
Because they're PC case rats, there can't be cops because they're felons. They're half a cop. So that's the deal. That's what the gang started as, So Mr. 2.5 could have very well
Slick
been.
Said he called him out on 23-1.
Yeah. He might have very well been a fucking sex offender. And that's a good, hey, look. And not only that, he wasn't a South Sider. A lot of guys say he was a Mexican blood. He was a Mexican blood, and he was a sex offender. And that's why he became a 2.5 or a deuce 5 or half a cop. So how do you feel about all that?
Hey, I don't know. Did that dude get caught like in the bikini aisle, fucking choking his chicken, smelling a bikini bottle? What was he doing, bro?
Hey, I don't know, bro, but I think he was stalking Brittany, his wife. Is that his wife's name, Brittany? Yeah. I think he was like, "Oh, baby, please come back. Nobody's gonna kill you because I'm a rat and I talk bad about the homies." I don't know. I don't know.
So you got to give me a second because people have a lot to say about
this. Yeah, people got shit to say here, WACC. So
let's do it.
Comments.
Okay. Our friend Salvador said, "Hey, the Walmart stalker is a fake bitch that hits his wife when he gets drunk and smokes meth. Yeah. That's what's up."
Yeah.
Slick Ruler said I called him out on 23-1.
Yeah, he did.
Blaster said, "Who's Savage, that YouTube guy?" So I'm just gonna say this is the shit. So when Mitch did a video, Mitch never mentioned a name.
Yeah.
And this guy was so fucking disrespectful. He was drunk, and it's mean commented about it. OG, I don't see him. OG Scotty Blanks commented about it.
Yeah.
Like, he was just a rude ass hole. So that's my beef with him, is he's just an asshole. He called everybody out. He didn't care.
And he called me hard midsection, hard erection, hard this, that, and the other. And basically told me, hey, fuck you and all this shit. Now I'm going to tell you something. You know, I got valley fever. My wind's a little short, but I'm 59 years old last month or this month, June 11th. And I would take that dude to the dirt and fuck smash his head in the concrete. But he talks shit. I don't like to talk shit on the computer about people because, hey, look, you know, hey, WACC, we all got issues, right? We all got people that we don't like.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But I'm not going to come on the computer and say, hey, this guy had a problem with in prison's a piece of shit, because that's not my place and this isn't the format to do it. And I made a video about guys exposing game in prison and how talking about cell phones and other illegal activity that guys do in prison is bullshit, and you shouldn't do it because hey, look, bro, them guys, you know as well as I do, why do guys do illegal activity in prison?
To survive, bro.
To survive. I mean, I did it so I could give my wife and kid money. I did it so I could eat. I did it so I could buy hobby shit, right?
Right.
And various other reasons. And I don't care if you're a gang member or if you're just a regular old fucking Joe trying to make a couple bucks, bro. You don't expose that kind of game. So I made a video about it, and the guy talked a lot of smack about me. I just, you know, it's like water off a duck's back. I let it roll off my back. But, you know, that guy evidently had 100,000 subscribers.
He was trying to fight everyone on YouTube. Everyone.
You know, he made his way up to the 100. You know, what's that?
I did hear he was a black belt in Folsom Karate.
Yeah, Folsom Karate.
You know, I don't know.
Oh God.
You okay with the sun? Do you want to scoot up, baby? Do you want to scoot towards me?
Just turn it. Turn this just a
towards
little
me.
bit.
Just scoot towards me.
There you go. Excuse me, folks. We're gonna have to put a curtain up over the sun, but pardon my. Hey, so how do you feel about that, WACC? Oh, Samson, whatever his fucking name is, Savage.
I don't know. That dude's one of them. That new generation, bro. They don't have no integrity. They don't have no morals. They don't have no values. And he probably was from a black gang, bro. Because I mean, no disrespect to any of the Southsiders, because I got love for them too, man. But he didn't talk like a Southsider, bro.
No, he doesn't. You know as well as I do, Southsiders don't talk the way Savage talk.
No, not like that, bro.
Garden Grove High.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, the bottom line is, look, you know, dudes like, especially in LA, they live in neighborhoods connected to black neighborhoods and all that stuff, but they have their own culture, man, and they act a certain way, and love them or hate them, bro. They're respectful to some degree, and they don't act like that, dude. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Not at all, because you know, that dude had no limitations on no. I mean, that dude was a loose lip, bro. I mean, he would fucking. I mean, there's no way in the world anybody would do a crime with him and get away with it, bro, because he's telling everybody everything.
Yeah, but I mean, not only that, bro. I mean, he was just a fat mouth, man, and dudes with a fat mouth like that, you know, I've seen them get smashed by their own people.
All day, every day. All day, every day.
Hey, so you got some comments, baby, you want to read off?
I do.
Hey, WACC, we got a bunch of comments here, so let's hear
there's so many right now. So, all right. So, let's see. Where can we start? Salvador said, Uncle Mitch, I wanted to make a diss video when he talked crap about you. That pissed me off. How is a PC going to talk crap about a real OG? let's see. Lex said, sounds like that love to call other people out to leave less time for them to be called out on their shit. Collectors Gathering says, is Savage that bitch rat who got locked up? He's a pecker wrecker. That's what Steve Chronic said allegedly, but pretty sure. Thank you, Chronic. Allegedly. Yeah. Mike Garden Grove checked in.
Big Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Savage
driving around bumping Takashi. You know, the big rat.
Yeah. Takashi are road dogs.
Did you see? Let's see. South 213. I love the shit he says sometimes. Yeah. Said, I do not understand how people can watch a fucking I can say this. Pasetas YouTube channel. Longbeard said I watched a couple of his videos, but he was making Callie look bad. Like it's cool to be a rat. So is Takashi. I mean, they're literally trying to make it cool to be a rat.
New York, and Savage is supposedly from California, and
I'm just saying they're trying to make it look cool to be a rat, which is fucking ridiculous.
It's not cool.
Hell yeah. He said, I'm not going to say the group, and then made an apology video saying he was drunk and didn't mean it. You're right, Don. And then he was like, oh, I'm not going to do prison videos anymore. Yeah. Mitch doesn't stalk the channels. I do. I will completely admit that I do, just to see what's happening. And then, and he's like, I'm not going to do them. And then he starts doing them. Yeah. But if you notice, his windows are all blacked out. He has like whatever. It's just a hella trip. So let's see. I guess Mitch.
Hey, hold on, Mitch.
It's all good. Julius said he's not worth your time. Julius, you know what? He might not be, but it's interesting and people want to talk about it. So there it is. Yeah. There. Gray said that guy's hella lame. Do you think he'll have problems in jail from his YouTube channel? Well, Blaster, if you go and look at some of his stuff, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. Longbeard said other people's kids. Other people's kids. Okay. All right. What does a vacuum cleaner and a Harley Davidson have in common? We both carry a dirt bag.
Yeah.
That was Mike.
Wow.
Yeah,
Baby, scoot up. Baby, scoot up.
Savage kind of went on prison YouTube channel type genre, and people from other states and all that, hey, WACC, they look at this guy and they think he represents California, what California is. And how do you feel about that?
Damn, bro. I mean, I don't know. I mean, everybody that's from Cali, we know what time it is, bro. Like, and
what we'd like to tell people out there in the YouTube guys who watch our channel, what would you like to let them know? I mean, that guy doesn't represent California.
Nah, they don't. They don't. And see, the thing is, bro, is like you got dudes that are straight up like you and me, bro, that are from Cali, that have did time. You're from the other side of the spectrum as far as people go in the joint, but we've all functioned with, every day you have to function in the pen with everybody at some point, and the ones that have been, we know what time it is. And if somebody's got 100,000 followers and he says he's from the joint in Cali and most of his channel is 95% drama, don't believe that dude. Because I'm going to tell you like this, man. A lot of us that have been to the joint, as far as drama goes, we don't talk about it, man. There's not, I'm not going to sit up here.
And hey, WACC, the bottom line is we didn't dig the drama.
Exactly.
I mean, I didn't dig it. I lived around it for, 38 years, bro, and I didn't dig it.
Yep.
I know you didn't dig it because a lot of the drama around the yards that you were on were over you.
Yeah, it's old. Hey, if for somebody to sit up here and tell you, like that dude used to bask in his supposed glory of all the little shit he did. But my big thing was, bro, you did it on a PC yard, dog. Like, how can you be proud of that, bro? Like, you can't even show your face in your neighborhood, bro, anymore.
Yeah.
You're a fucking you're a fucking disgrace to your whole barrio, homie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but the bottom line, hey, WACC, I don't even think that guy was from a barrio. I think some guys are saying that he was of Mexican blood, you know, and if he was, I'm not saying he was, because I know some dudes that are Bloods and Pyrus and all that stuff that are stand-up dudes, but whatever he was a part of, he's a disgrace, dude, to them.
No, he didn't represent Cali, bro. He didn't represent Cali. He's not a representation of Cali. Hell no, bro. If anybody's a representation of Cali, if anybody's a representation of Cali on here, it's us, bro. And I'm not trying to toot our horn,
but the guys that watch his channel, I want them to know that guys like that that's not how guys act in prison, and that's not how guys who've been to prison normally act on the street, because you know, you can't just walk around prison and disrespect people and all that shit. And here's the bottom line, like, for us, you know, like, your people, my people, like, if I was to go into prison and start disrespecting your folks, right, it'd be like my own folks would have got at me and said, hey, man, you can't do that. Yep. And they might even say, hey, go and apologize to them motherfuckers, or they might stab you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, that's how serious disrespect is taken. They will stab you over it. They will kill you for disrespecting another group of people.
Well, right? We've all seen, you know, shit where dudes, you know, they make a small mistake, and to us, or to society, it'd be a small mistake. But in there, you'll get poked, bro, and we've seen it numerous times.
The society, bro, society, they would say like, "Hey, what's the big deal?" But to us in prison, and even out here in the world, you know, it's like, you know, in some cases, it's a killing offense.
Yeah, real shit, bro. So, I remember I told you about the dude that got killed on his birthday. They threw him a spread and killed him right there in the day.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit, that will never leave my mental, bro. Like, I literally saw the dude take his last breath 10 feet away from me, bro. And I will never forget that ever, bro. And, you know, so these dudes that want to get on there and act like prison was the shit and it was Disneyland and all that. One, they've never been to a spot where it's really cracking, or two, they're just they're liars. You know what I mean? They're not a representation of California, bro. Because if anybody will tell you, man, if you've done time on them yards, or them yards are rocking and rolling, man, sometimes when you're on lockdown, you're thankful that you're on lockdown, because you get a moment to take a couple breaths. You know,
I'm gonna tell you, man, we went on lockdown several times in Corcoran, Lancaster, and even New Folsom, and I was like, man, yeah, I can kick back and relax, because you know, during normal program, when the doors are cracking, I mean, I've said this before, from the time the door cracks in the morning until the time they lock you up in the middle of the night, day, whatever, your asshole's tight, bro, and you're on edge, and it's stressful, and it ain't fun, you know.
I came out that cell every day knowing, bro, I was public enemy number one, dog. So, you know.
Yeah. Let's see what Adrian, you got some comments here, babe?
I do. So first of all, I want to thank Rancho Chava for donating $5.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Thank you for the super chat. And he said, any thoughts on the whole Chaz situation in Seattle? And, you know, we might, because we know people that live in that area. So
WACC lives close by.
And then I got another super chat from Captain Trips, $5.
Oh,
and he said, I know it's not much, but I really appreciate all you do. Thank you so much.
Any donations that we receive from you guys out there, I'm telling you, we're grateful.
We really are.
Appreciate it very much.
Hey, Josh and Ash, I'm sorry to hear about that. They lost their dog.
Oh, that sucks.
It fucking sucks. I'm sorry.
Is that Josh and
Ash?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so lots of really good comments. Chronic said, I mean, all he needs to do is drop a video and dispel all the accusations, but 99.5% sure it's savage. Stalker that like button, y'all. Agony, who's the one with the B number, said all the lames that follow or emulate that shit are pawns of the capital side of prisons. They're all a number providing cash to a corrupt system. Cali has exploded with prisons as a business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to comment on that.
Collector said, Mitch, you wouldn't have to take him to the ground. He'd walk to the desk with his bedroll. No shit. Salvador said, Soccer Studios claimed he got sent to Pelican Bay because of his points. I bet you he got sent to the foo, not to the shoe. Slow-mo. Hi, Slow-mo. We haven't seen you for a while.
Slow-mo? How you doing, bro?
Let's see. He said, I'd rather stress on a paycheck. Amen to that, right, brother.
Yeah.
Longbeard likes both you guys' goatees. He said you guys got it going on.
Yeah, I'm growing it.
Let's see. Julia said,
Julius Caesar?
It is Julius Caesar.
I have a friend in prison who's a Filipino who used to run with us, and his name is Julius Caesar. That's his real name.
Julius said, Savage is a lame. He represents his ego. Mr. Anderson said, what's going on, guys? By the way, WACC, I saw your interview on 23&1, and you guys, you haven't checked it out. You should. It's super good. Yeah. It's really good. Let's see. Again, normally this isn't our deal, but it's funny. It's somebody said today it's a novella. It is. Is Mr. Anderson, we love you guys. And yeah, you're right. That guy's a joke. I grew up at Slow-mo said I grew up in 213.
LA.
Yeah, so that's kind of the Julia said he grew up in Hollywood, Echo Park, and Silver Lake.
Oh, cool, Echo Park. I was impressed with some guys from Echo Park.
Sorry.
Yeah, hey, WACC, bottom line is California prisons are going to either make you or break you, man. And, you had some issues when you went through prison because, here's the deal with WACC, and I've said this before, and you've said it. You never discount the fact that you're white. You never try to be like, hey, I'm black, right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, you're a product of your environment. That's what I mentioned today in that comment some guy said, because I'm not a boy, I can recognize you as what you are and communicate with you and recognize also that you were a product of your environment that you grew up in,
And not only that, dog, it's like it's some people weren't meant to fit in a box, bro. And you're not gonna nail me down into doing something that's not me, bro. I'm not. That's one thing my dad told me always was be yourself,
Yeah.
And that's me, dog. Like I don't have nothing against white people, bro. How can I do that when that's my family, bro? Like I can't sit up here and it's just I grew up how I grew up. I had friends that were what they were, and that's just the way I came up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you've told me, WACC told me, for guys who don't know, that WACC did a little research on his last name and found out, you want to talk about that? I mean, I thought that was kind of interesting. You did a little research on your last name and your heritage. And
yeah, it's Irish, right? and a whole lot of shit, man. And hey, I want to because in my grandmother and grandfather's living room, they had my family's coat of arms, and it was pretty big. It was probably 8 by 10 or I don't know whatever size it was, but it was there. They had our last name on it, and it was a coat of arms. And my grandfather got it made overseas when he was overseas in the Navy. And I always wondered what that was as a kid, and I'd ask my dad, and he'd tell me coat of arms. And then one day I was just bored, and I looked it up online. So shit like that's interesting, man. I can't understand a person that just finds hate in somebody by the way they look, man. If you're not gonna judge a man by his character, then get the fuck out of the way, bro.
It's the bottom line, man. Like I mentioned earlier, I've told you, and there's a guy. Hopefully, I'll interview this coming week. He's a black dude, man. He had 187 tattooed on his neck, and he's You know, he grew up in L.A. He was a Crip, and bottom line, he was a straight up. He had life without the possibility of parole, and they changed the state law because he was a juvenile when he got that. They had to take that off of him, and he got 25 to life. And you know, he ended up becoming a mentor in the program that I was in. And you know, bottom line, the guy said, "Hey, man, you know, you're just a white version of me." And man, I just came to really admire and respect this guy, man, for what he accomplished in his life. He went from having life without to parole to the streets with his family, saying, "Hey, God bless this, that, and the other," and just appreciating all the blessings that he's received. How could you not respect somebody like that, right?
I guess if you're just too fucking dumb or if you're too hard for the car, you know. All right, well, you know what? You don't want that man's help to get out? That's fine. You stay doing life. That's cool. All right, you keep hanging out with your fucking brothers.
And hey, WACC, you know, like the guys that I used to fight with in Youth Authority, some of them were blue rag guys, some are red rag guys.
Yeah.
I seen them in prison, man, and they're grown men, and you know, they matured and wised up, and it's like, hey, look, dude, look what the state did to us. And I used to sit on the yard with them on the bench in Corcoran and talk to them for an hour, 2 hours at a time, bro. And some of his people, some of my people look at us like, what the fuck are them guys talking about? Because everyone on the yard knew that these dudes are gangster motherfuckers. They're about the business. And they're like, what's Smiley doing over there talking to that guy for? And I knew them dudes when I was a kid. They were kids. And, you know, we grew up, man. And, you know, we had respect for each other. And so my thing is, man, if you find somebody that you like and you respect and you can communicate with and find common ground with, why not? Who gives a fuck what their ethnic background is? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make what a man is, right?
Nope, not at all. You know, how you gonna sit up and how you gonna make it through life, bro? If you continue to hold on to old ass thinking of I can't talk to this dude because of his race, religion, creed, or whatever. Like, come on, man. You know, I beg to differ with people that say there's any pure races. Like, I think that everything's been
started on that shit.
I don't think that there's any pure race anymore, bro. I think it's been.
Wait a minute, WACC.
Oh,
Conan O'Brien did a DNA test and he came back 100% Irish.
Did he for real?
But yeah, for real. But you know, and what you're saying is, if you look at all the borders in Europe, like Prussia. There was Germany, there was Russia, then there was Prussia, then there was Germany, Russia, Poland. So those borders are crossed and changed and invaded and shit throughout the millennial, thousands of years, and there's no pure nothing, you know, really.
Yeah, so if you're gonna be stuck on, hey, I'm only fucking with my own, then well, you go right ahead, bro. Just stay the fuck away from us normal people.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, if you're just gonna fuck with your own's gonna be you.
Yeah,
you know, basically. Yeah. So Adrian's got something to say here. Let's see what Adrian's got some comments or what's going on.
No, Adrian needs to stop texting me.
$15.
Wow.
This is so cool, so awesome. He said,
"Thank you.
I was a screw several years ago in Leavenworth Federal Penitentiary in the early '80s. I enjoy your stories and the fact that you're mentally ahead of most people that have ever done time. That's awesome."
Wow, you hear that, WACC?
What?
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, dude.
Let's see. Julius Caesar said it's about respect. Fuck your skin color. Being an American isn't tribal, it's an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Salvador said there's a big difference between real gangsters and wannabe fools. I'm not an OG, not a high power, but I lived in Hollister after parole, so my best friends were OG, NF, and we had respect.
Yeah, Hollister, that's a northern town, and it's yeah.
Jason said, my line of Irwins are Irish travelers.
Yeah.
And have married outside of our race. We're all mixed now.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. there's a lot. People had a lot to say in this. Let's see. Julius Caesar said, "Why can't we just get along?" Julie said, "Yeah." You know what? So what's trivia is one night Mitch and I went out to dinner, and there was this kid. He's probably like 18 or 19, and Mitch said something about it was a Thai restaurant, and Mitch said, "Hey, you know, this is the thing about Rodney King." And I looked at Mitch and I said, "He's not going to know what that is."
Yeah, I told this guy in a restaurant, I said, I live 2 blocks from where the Rodney King riot started. And this kid said, well, who's Rodney King? Right? Remember that? I mean, you know.
And no, WACC, I'm not going to stop texting you.
Stop texting me, dude.
Let's see. Travis Martinez said, yo, what's good, my G's? I just got home and had to tune in.
What up, KO?
Let's see.
That's my boy KO, man. That's my homeboy.
Cool.
Sorry, guys. Slick Roller said, thanks, Mom. I'm white.
Yeah.
South LA 213 said, I know white and black guys that grew up in Chicano neighborhoods back in the 80s, and their mannerisms are also very much like ours. That is so true. Mitch and I talk about that. Like, you can totally tell when someone has certain mannerisms or whatever. And that's why I'm not going to say any names, but sometimes when I watch stuff and I see certain people and they claim certain things, I'm like, they don't have an accent. Like, there's no like rhythm to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just trippy. But I hear you. Reno said, all them other channels ain't shit. You're real. You keep it real, and you're not telling on your friends in the joint. Some people won't learn till the hard way comes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, hey, WACC. So when the hard way comes to some of these guys, what happens?
Oh, they end up telling.
Yeah, they do. I'd say
they piss on themselves.
Yeah, they snitch on themselves and their friends.
And then they go to SNY, and then they join a SNY prison gang.
Yeah, and here's the deal: they go to SNY and they tell other buddies over there how hard they are.
Yeah. Hey, don't you remember? Hey, fool! I just told on that fool last year. Oh, that ain't nothing, Colonel. I just told on that dude yesterday. I imagine them guys go to SNY, bro, and they tell their friends, "Oh, I didn't have to tell. I just told them I was done with the politics." Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the politics. Yeah.
You know what it is? He got tired of fucking getting his cornhole buffed by his celly on the main line.
Hey, WACC, here's the bottom line, man. And I can't speak for SNY, but I've been in level 2 prisons. Like when I was in Soledad Central, man, I would say 65, 70% of prison was lifers. Guys been down forever, and it was pretty mellow. There wasn't a lot of racial tension. Everybody kept, it was old school. Everybody kept their boundaries and everything. We had Peckerwood Flats where the white dudes worked out, but there was still politics,
Right.
I mean, on a low scale. I mean, just to keep the boundaries level, and it was usually over canteen and food and the chow hall and shit like that, laundry. It was minor shit, but there was just enough politics to keep that place running smooth, So no matter what level you go to in prison, I mean, on a main line, there's always politics. So I imagine them rat motherfuckers in SNY have politics. What do you think?
Yeah, their politics are probably like, I don't sell up with anybody that isn't 9 inches on soft. Or you can't be my celly if you don't go to canteen and buy fucking Vaseline. Shit like that, bro.
You got to buy an 8-ounce jar of Vaseline, not a 4-ounce.
Yeah, you got to get the 8-ounce, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
huh?
There was have you ever seen that show on MSNBC, Lockup? They were interviewing the dudes.
I got a story to tell about that later, but I have.
So they have one of the dudes on there from one of the four groups that we talk about sometimes, and he was like, he made a comment that made a lot of sense, bro, and he was talking about the dropouts and the rats, and he said that the only good thing about them dudes is they played their last card, and now everybody sees them for what they are, and they're rats, and they can't go back to their own neighborhoods.
And so
and that's the only good thing about
that
him,
was
bro.
That was an active guy saying that.
Yeah, because they asked dude, they were like, yeah, he's from San Diego too, bro. By the way. Anyways, they asked him, hey, what's up with the I'll just say it, I don't care. They're like, hey, what's up with the Mexican mafia? And he was like, hey, well, I don't speak on that. I don't speak on that. And then they were talking about PCs and dropouts and shit. And he was like, the only good thing about them is that they played their last card and they're ostracized now from their neighborhood, which is true.
So basically what he was saying is that now everybody knows what this guy's character is, and he can't go back to the neighborhood and be an active participant.
I need to interrupt.
In the neighborhood.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, Adrian has an interruption coming here.
So we have a troll.
Me.
They always try to hide undercover, but I'm going to bring attention to it. So Beach Boss, I'm thinking you're a troll. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm wrong. He said, so I don't know why all these citizens are making fun of rats.
You said what?
So y'all say hi to Beach Boss because he's on here. I bet you he won't last very long.
Beach Boss said that he doesn't know why all the citizens are making fun of rats.
See, most people don't call out their trolls on their channel. They don't.
Yeah.
They ignore them or they block them or whatever. But we like to pull ours into the conversation.
Trolls, right,
I mean, so.
Yeah. I'd like to. So what's he talking about? I don't. What is
I don't know. He said he doesn't know why all these citizens are making fun of rats. So here's the bottom line. Hey, buddy, when you run a red light and that guy sees you, he's gonna call your fucking license plate in.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And he's gonna rape your daughter, or your son, and he's gonna rob your fucking supermarket. And he's going to stick a gun in your fucking face and shoot you because when he gets busted, he's going to fucking rat on all his friends to get out from what he did wrong to you. Right? Right?
Now he said, well, hey, Mitch, I don't know if he's like, I don't know what his point, like, so he's saying that we should celebrate the people that rat or what
I don't know. Hey, WACC, I mean, how do you feel? I'm going to ask you a question, WACC. Like, if a guy is a citizen, he's not involved with criminal activity, he's not involved in any gangs, a straight citizen, and he sees you do something, right? And he tells on you. How do you feel about that?
I mean, of course I'm going to be mad, bro, because nobody likes being told on. But at the on the other hand, he's a citizen, bro. He doesn't live by our code. So
exactly. Exactly. And
so I don't know what this dude's point is, but I mean, if you're looking for a channel that supports rats, go to Savage Studios, bro.
Yeah, step off. But maybe he just doesn't understand, or maybe he's a Savage supporter. Adrian might have a comment here. What's going on, babe?
So Beach Boss is saying, I get what he's saying. Okay, so if I owe you an apology, I'm sorry. I just, I'm getting caught up in the moment. He said, if you see somebody kill somebody in front of you, you tell the police and you don't call that person a rat. That kind of depends on the situation.
Well, that's what we're talking about right now. And the bottom line is this.
No, hold on. Let me time out. Let me answer that. He said that I'm reading. He said, if you see somebody kill somebody in front of you, you tell the police and you don't call that person a rat. You're wrong. That dude is a rat, bro. If somebody killed somebody in front of me right now, bro, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to walk. I'm going to get in my fucking truck and I'm going to leave.
Right.
I'm not going to stick around to talk to the police. If the police come and find out I was there at getting gas while it happened, and they come to my door and knock on my door and ask me, I'm still going to know. I don't know what happened because it's not my job. I don't get paid to solve crimes. And I was raised in my dad's household tattletales are not allowed. My dad used to tell me that when I was 3, 4, 5 years old. Stop tattletaling.
Right. Right.
It's
Now,
just,
now on the other hand, if you and I make a decision to be involved with criminal lifestyle, and we see somebody get whacked right in front of us, they get shot, killed, stabbed, whatever, you and I are going to turn around and walk the other way.
Out of there.
But Joe Citizen is going to wait. The cops are going to show up. They're going to tell them what they saw, who they saw do it. And they're going to say, hey, you know, I'm in shock. I need some therapy, whatever. Right? Right?
Yep.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not going to fault that guy for that because he's a fucking citizen.
No, I'm not going to fault him for that.
Okay, he said something.
But he is a rat, though.
Sure.
He's a rat,
so,
but you can't label him a rat like somebody that's like me or you that know the game, that chose to play the game. It's a difference, but snitching is snitching, bro.
All right, so she got another comment by this man.
So Salvador has a good point. He said when a civilian tells on you, it's out of your hands and they're not in the mix.
Right.
Okay, then Beach Boss said this before Salvador said that. He said, I'm not talking about being in concert with a person and telling on them to better yourself. I'm talking about witnessing a crime or telling the police about a crime that happened to you as a citizen. So I think you should talk about cops are for women, children, and
All right, WACC. So this guy says, like, if a crime happens to you or me or someone who's involved in the lifestyle that we used to live, because you're not out there gangbanging anymore, neither am I. I'm not actively involved in criminal behavior, but we were, and we still live by some of the same codes. So a citizen and you and I telling on somebody, like if something happens to you or I'm
not calling the cops. That? I'm not calling the cops, bro.
Right.
I will handle my business.
Right. So cops, basically, and this is the guys I grew up with, the older guys, the outlaw motorcycle rider dudes that I grew up around. Their philosophy was, cops are for women, children, and old people.
There you go. Right? There you go.
They're not for us. If somebody, steals your fucking car or runs up on you, man, and shoots you in the leg and you survive, and you know who they are, what are you gonna do, WACC? I mean, you're not gonna call.
I'm gonna go back and handle my business, bro.
You're not gonna call the cops.
Most definitely not.
Yeah, and I said this last time on one of my channels is one of my chats is like, if somebody steals my motorcycle and my motorcycle is insured, I got to report my motorcycle was stolen, right?
Yeah. So
I can collect the insurance money. If someone steals your car, right, or like your wife's, her bought, one of the stores that your wife manages got vandalized during the riots. So her boss has to notify the authorities, hey, my store was robbed, vandalized, so he can collect the insurance money, right?
And they have to have a police report.
Right. But he's not going to say, hey, I saw Joey and Johnny and Marky break into my fucking store and steal my shit. I mean, I'm not going to, right?
All right. Yeah, you're right. So I got a little story. That kind of coincides with what we're talking about. So I got a homeboy from he's a crib from San Diego as well. He's from a different neighborhood though, but that's my homeboy. And he actually me and him, we actually got into it with the woods, just me and him over me. So he's a stand-up dude, bro. And anyways, he had the hookup on these security jobs at like Rite Aids and what's the other big pharmacy? Rite Aids and
CVS.
Yeah,
Walgreens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he said, hey, WACC, he called me, he said, hey, WACC, I'm still on parole, dog. He like, WACC. He said, look, I can get you an extra $1,500 every 2 weeks, bro. All you got to do is be security at this Rite Aid in Del Mar, which, Del Mar is a rich area. He was like, all you got to do is just sit there, you know, and be a security guard. You're going to get a uniform and all that. And I'm like, man, I don't know, bro. I said, let me think about that, bro, and I'll call you back.
Yeah.
So at this time, I was doing HVAC at the time, and I got laid off. And so I called the homie. I'm like, yeah, let me do that. And so I used to go, when I'd come on to work, bro, I would grab like 3 or 4 magazines out of the magazines rack, and I'd go in the security room where all the cameras were, and I'd read the magazines during my shift. I'd fall asleep. I'd get out and come walk through the store every 2 hours.
Wow.
And anyways.
That's he hired you. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, bro, yeah. The homie had a hookup. You were an
ex-felon.
I was on parole, bro.
Wow.
And some dude ended up stealing a couple bottles, and the manager caught him. And I was outside fucking around talking to some broad, right? And so they came outside to get me and shit. And I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? So she's like, hey, she was like, the manager of the store was like, hey, I'm calling the cops. And I'm like, yeah, cops? And she was like, hey, you don't want me to call the cops on him? I'm like, no, don't call the cops on him. Just, hey, man, we're just going to, hey, you're not allowed in the store no more. Get the fuck out of here, man. And so dude left, but I just remember in my mind thinking like, damn, if they call the police and the police get there and they, you know, they're going to take my name as the security guard, he's going to enter that shit in his computer, and it's going to come back that I'm on fucking parole. How is that shit gonna work? And like that job lasted like a month, bro. And then all of a sudden, somebody told on me, bro. My PO called me one day, and she was like, "Hey, are you working as a security guard at Rite Aid?" I'm like,
"Oh wow,
nah." I'm like, "Nah." Yeah. She's like, "Okay, well, if you are, you need to stop." All right, cool. Yeah. I'm not. All right, cool. So you know, I couldn't bring myself to call the cops on nobody, bro. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
no.
It's just not in me, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
It ain't cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for me.
Hey, Adrian has something. What's going on, man?
Okay. I don't know. Beach Boss. I don't know if this is for real, but this is like kind of sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? He said, I went solo. This story, I mean, is this for real, Beach Boss? Really? He said, I went solo to the strip club a couple weeks ago. Got jumped and ran over by strippers after she stole my money. I didn't talk to the cops, but now I'm suing them. So I made a statement. Am I a snitch?
Is he suing the strip club?
I'm assuming he hasn't said that. I'm assuming that. Do you want me to read some of the statements that people?
Yeah.
Beach Boss, stay away from strip clubs. Beach Boss, stay in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Beach Boss, story changes. That's from Chronic. Beach Boss said I have fractured my cheekbone and my top 6 teeth in the front are all numb, like knocking on wood. So I don't know. There's a lot of opinions about this. Yeah. Travis said 100% WACC, whatever you guys were talking about. Yeah. I went outside, so I couldn't hear. Let's see. I think, hey, JoJo, Arizona. Let's see.
Sit down, Arizona. JoJo.
Jason, I can't see what you said. So can you say it again really quick? Because I went outside for a second. They said Jason had a really good question, but I can't see what it is. John McHugh said strippers are always gangster as fuck.
Yeah, strippers are gangster, dude. Hey, WACC.
Man, look at the life they live, bro.
I don't really know any strippers. Huh?
They make their money by fucking stripping for dudes and dudes sticking their thumbs in their ass. And, I mean, come on now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Hey, this is off topic, but since we're on that topic, bro, like, I got some homies. You know, we all got homies that like going to the strip clubs, bro. I never really,
yeah.
I don't know, bro. That's not my scene, dog. Like, I leave there and I feel dirty, bro. Like, I don't know.
You feel dirty. Like, I've never been in, well, I got to take that back. Before I went to prison, I went in a strip club. My crime partners actually took me, we're going to take the kid to a strip club. I never been to a strip club. I was 17. They were 24 years old, both of them. And I just remember sitting there drinking a beer and looking at these chicks and hearing the chicks walking around. This was in 1978, man, 79. And man, you know, it ain't like now where, you know, they got the big fake boobs and I just thought, man, this chick is a scab, man. I could see the track marks on her arm, and I just thought, what the fuck?
They're gangster. Some of them are.
So, hey, them chicks are gangster, bro. Bottom line, even now, them chicks are gangster. You know, they're tattooed down. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, but the statement of the chat goes to Slick Ruler.
All right, Slick Ruler.
I gave her a chance to work it off. No need for court.
Yeah. Hey, WACC. So if a guy goes to a strip club and the strippers rip him off, beat him, and bottom line, ain't no stripper gonna beat me down and knock my teeth out. But this guy got his teeth knocked up, got robbed, beat down by strippers. I mean, what are you doing in a strip club? That's my first question, right?
I don't know. My first question is, how did that happen?
I mean, he might be a little bitty guy, you know.
I wouldn't give a damn. Hey, bro, I'll be the first one to tell you this. I'm not into hitting women. I'm not into none of that, man. But the moment
I don't hit
women, man, woman, or child, bro,
I wouldn't be here.
Make any kind of aggressive move in my way that's gonna physically hurt me, bro, I have to defend myself, bro. Self-preservation is the number one law in nature, man. And I'll be damned if a stripper.
This guy got jumped on by a bunch of strippers and they ripped him off, stole his money, beat him up. The bottom line, bro, you and I, we don't hit women. I'll never hit a woman. But if 4 or 5 strippers jumped on me to rip me off and beat me up, I might have to compromise. Bottom line, I don't go to strip clubs, but I would have to compromise my principles in that situation. You know, but as far as like the women in my life, you know, I would never lift a finger to hurt them, you know.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Yeah. But
my headphones died, bro.
What's that?
I said my headphones died.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, I can't hear you still, so. Here's the bottom line. What are you doing in the strip club, buddy? Right?
You could have sent that money to Smiley and got you some damn T-shirts.
Yeah, instead of giving that money to them hookers in the strip club, you should have bought a couple of T-shirts from us, man. And then you could have been cool. And you wouldn't have to go to a strip club to get chicks. Right?
Okay, people are over it.
We got
people just don't. They're not having it. So
yeah, we got some comments.
Okay, so Jason asked. We were talking about people. I just want to say, you guys, really, the comments were actually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this, and we'll move on.
Yeah.
I just got to give everybody props because this was a funny ass conversation.
Yeah.
So, Julie said I lost $800 to a stripper in Vegas.
Ooh.
Slick Ruler said we got to go to Reno with the wives, of course. Yes, I trust Mitch. I wouldn't even trust if you guys went there by yourselves. I'm all good. And then my first love met her at a party, not the club. Both shit either way. Anyway, so we're gonna get off that subject now. But it was funny. Strippers gone wild. Went out for business. Baby in one hand pole and another. Hello, my ghetto strippers. Somewhere said, "Damn, 1978 when strippers still had hair down there."
Yeah. Hey, bottom line, WACC, you know, and you got to say, why are you going to strip club? Don't you realize, you know, what kind of women some of these strippers are? And if you go to strip club, they beat you up, take your money.
There's something wrong with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Why are you calling the cops? Right? Right, WACC?
Man, I don't. Hey, my thing is, bro, it didn't sound right from the beginning, brother. You should have stayed home and went on Pornhub, bro, and got it in.
Yeah, WACC said they should have stayed home and went on Pornhub.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Hey, so, yeah. So hey, WACC, I want to tell you something on another note.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, wait a minute. I got a comment.
I'm sorry, Jason. I'm trying to get back to your question. I saw this was a good one. You were talking about chomos, and if you tell on a chomo, is that snitching? I think that's what. Did I say that right, Jason?
All that WACC addressed that. The guy asked if you tell on a chomo, is that snitching?
That was Jason.
That was Jason.
Our mod.
Oh, telling is telling, man.
Tell them about your broken hands, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. When they broke my hands, I got a video I'm gonna put up. But yeah, in Lancaster, the police broke my hands with the triangle device, and the doctor at the outside hospital called the cops pieces of shit, and then he had to report them by law. He reported them to Sacramento, and like 2 days later, I had internal affairs come pull me out the cell. Had the little video camera on the tripod. They wanted me to tell on the CO who did it. And that's just not me. And they were begging me to fucking tell on the fucking pig. But I just don't tell, bro. I'll deal with that shit. You know what I mean? And my mind was like, I'll deal with this fucking cat later, you know? And the cop was a piece of shit. He was a wannabe skinhead. You know, he was a cop. Like, why are you inducting yourself into prison politics, bro? You go home every night.
Basically, you had some cop trying to friendly up to white dudes in the joint. He ended up breaking your hands. You went to the outside hospital, right?
Yep. Right there in Lancaster.
And bottom line, that the doctors were telling the cops, man, that they were out of line, pieces of shit. Internal Affairs contacted you, right?
Yep, like 2 days later. Yep.
Yeah, so, you know, my old celly, Dirty Dennis from Oakland, rest in peace. I love him. Old school biker, did a life sentence, 21 years in prison. But he used to say all the time, you know, ratting on a rat is ratting.
It is, bro. Telling is telling, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand where people have got this new thing where, he was a rat anyway. So what, bro? You broke the code too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey,
you know, yeah.
I don't know, bro. That's why the game is watered down, and that's why I'm not a part of it no more, bro.
Yeah, well, you know, you and I are both living with our families and our friends and doing our thing, man, and we're out of the mix. But for all you guys that are in the mix still, especially you youngsters, you know, if you go to prison and you think it's cool, you know, to tell on the cop who does you wrong, or you know, file paperwork, a grievance of some kind, and say, hey, you know, this officer did this to me. It's not good, man, because it's going to backfire on you. You know, sometimes you just got to eat it. If you see a guy, someone else does something to somebody in the yard, they do something to you, man. I mean, you know, my suggestion is just figure out how to deal with it, because especially if you have time to do, because you're going to have to live there. And, you know, hey, WACC, if they tell where they're going off the savage world, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can go hang out with that dude, and he's gonna tell you about him in aisle 12, sniffing fucking bikini briefs and fucking, you know, stalking his wife because she was getting piped down by the fucking local fucking YouTube fucking superstar she was fucking on. I heard his broad was fucking around with some other YouTuber. I don't know how true that was, but
well, maybe she had Wes Wankson or Wes Squatson or whatever. Anyways, you got some statements there,
Okay,
babe?
so boss, we're seriously going to end this conversation, but I want to thank you for the super chat for $20.
Oh wow,
that was nice. Thank you. He said, I'm a snitch,
wow.
but I'm also going to be rich. You might want to check yourself, because I don't, whatever. They did me wrong, and my lawyer gonna make them pay. I wasn't weird. I was just being nice. supporting ladies been broke due to Corona. Honey, they don't need money. They're good. So anyways, that's what he said. So let's move on.
All right.
But thank you for the donation.
We've already moved
Beach
on,
Boss.
but,
Appreciate it.
You know, WACC, the bottom line is, if you're a stand-up dude out here in the world and you end up getting busted, right?
Well,
you gotta be a stand-up dude in prison. And that doesn't mean you have to be hooked into some prison gang shit, or it just means that you have to mind your own business, right?
do your time.
Yeah, just do your thing, right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me when you're done. Let me know.
What's going on?
So Mike Mara said, what if you witnessed a child being killed or a woman from some piece of shit? You'd walk away and keep your mouth shut, or if having the opportunity of killing the person who did it? Well, first of all, no one's on here talking about killing anybody. One. No. So to answer the first part of your question, you want to answer that or you want to move on?
Yeah, you know, hey, WACC, the guy asked, what if you witness somebody killing
Honey, you can hear me.
a child or a woman? What do you do, right? I mean, what do you do, WACC? I mean, I'm not advocating murder, right? But the bottom line is, right? What do you say?
If I see a dude snatch up a kid in front of me, bro, and I got something on me, you better believe that motherfucker's gonna fly, bro. But
yeah,
I'm not caught. Look, make it simple, bro, so all the questions can stop. WACC is not calling the police
yeah,
for any reason in the world.
right. And the bottom line, WACC, is if any man, a man, sees a woman or a child being abducted or hurt by another man or a guy posing as a man, looks like a man, full-grown human being who's male gender, because I say that because anyone who fucks with women or children or old people is not a man. But if you see that, bro, and you're gonna let that happen, that's a second part of the question, right? Are you just gonna let that happen? What kind of man are you? Right, WACC?
Yeah, I hear you.
You don't let that happen in front of you. You're gonna intervene.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. If I'm in a situation where I can help, now don't get me wrong, bro. If I see a dude and a woman arguing on the side of the street, and my dad always told me, hey man, when it's a woman and a man arguing, stay out of that because it could easily turn on you that fast.
Right.
But I mean, if it's a kid involved and it looks like the kid's being threatened or something like that, yeah, you bet your last dollar. If I'm able to do something, I'm gonna do something, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also know my boundaries, bro. And
sure.
And if it's it's just not. You can't be Superman, bro.
Right, but look, bro. Here's the bottom line. You're smart enough to know, hey, this is a guy and this old lady arguing, and this is a guy messing with a chick or a child who shouldn't be. Then you're going to intervene. There's a difference.
Yeah, of course.
The other day, just yesterday, actually, I was with my coworker and we went to a spot, and it was a white dude, obviously a homeless guy, living out of his van. He had a kid with him, and the kid was mixed. He was half black, half white. She was a little kid. And I told my coworker, hey, we kind of focus on this shit. And we're like, hey, because, hey, bro, we work around homeless people, all different kinds of people. And so we're cleaning up the area. And the guy said, yeah, my daughter has a lizard and this and that. And we noticed that the little girl was interacting with this guy. And so it was obviously that was her dad. But I said, hey, man, let's, right away I thought, hey, man, this might be weird. But once we noticed that it wasn't, it was cool. We pressed forward. But if that would have been some kind of an issue, I was on the verge of saying, hey, man, what's going on here? Right.
Yeah. I mean, And because we're stand-up dudes, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just hold on.
Hey, WACC, 1 second. We got a comment.
Okay, so we have a dueling super chat right now, which
wow.
is hilarious. It is awesome at the same time. So, Chronic Soldier donated $50, and he told Beach Boss to chill the fuck out.
Wow.
So he's like, "Here's my money, chill out." Thank you so much, Chronic Soldier. Really? That's so nice. Even though this is like kind of weird, but whatever. Thank you, Chronic. So super cool. He's the one that sent us the photo of the weight belt with him that he wanted you to draw. That's him.
All right.
And then Beach Boss turned around and donated $100. Oh, wow. And he said, "Don't try to donate more than me. I'm the Beach Boss."
The Beach Boss.
Wow. That's so cool, you guys. Wow, thanks you guys very much. Thank you so much. People really want to get off the subject. They're over it. They're like, you don't need to talk about it anymore. Like it's, you know. But thanks you guys for entertaining that, and thank you guys for the super chats. Freaking amazing.
Hey, so another subject.
Okay, so Chronic Soldiers donated another $100.
Are you
and
serious?
He said, "We can do this all day. You need $200 just to catch up."
Are you serious?
Slick Ruler just super chatted $100 and said, "Better step it up, Beach Boy."
Wow.
You guys, thank you so much.
Man.
Wow.
All I can tell you, man, is all of the people that watch us and
Jason's all, they are going off.
Follow us, man. I just want to thank you, really. Wow. That just blows me away.
Hey, well, hold the fuck up. Where's my motherfucking Snapchat?
And really, you know, that kind of balances out. Like I said earlier, we had someone donate some money to us. We get in the computer, and I had to throw in some of my money from work. And man, I'm just grateful. I really I am. Hey, WACC, I wanted to tell you something, man. I wanted to share something with you right now. I wanted to tell you I want to ask you what you think about this, WACC. And it's on Instagram actually, and it says the 54th Massachusetts Regiment Memorial was vandalized by a group during these riots.
Okay, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Beach Boss just donated another $100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Beach
Slick
Boss,
Ruler's all, "Don't back out now, Beach Boy."
Wow, are you serious?
You guys are fucking
my God,
crazy.
Man. You hear that, WACC?
Yeah,
I'm not logging off. It's all good. I'm not. Rancho Chava just donated $5. You guys are on a freaking roll. This is crazy. We've never had this happen. This is like a first. It is a first,
man. For real.
And he didn't ask a question. He just donated $5. You guys are crazy as hell, and it's awesome at the same time. Thank you guys so much. It's awesome.
Wow. It just blows me away. Hey, WACC, and all our viewers, I want to share something with you. It's a 54th Massachusetts Regiment. There was a memorial to the 54th Massachusetts memorial. It's like a monument, right? It was dedicated to the 54th Massachusetts Regiment during the Civil War. It was vandalized during these riots by BLM, and the bottom line is the 54th Massachusetts Regiment was all black. So how do you feel about that? And they fought during the Civil War. Oh my God. Adrian's got her hands over her face. She's freaking out.
I'm sorry. You're on a serious subject. I'm trying not to interrupt you.
All right.
Slick, you are insane. He said, "Let's make it 1,000 night for Father's Day." So Beach Boss just donated another $100.
Are you kidding me?
You guys are fucking crazy. And thank you so much. Oh my God, you guys, we've never had this happen. It's like blowing my mind. Like,
are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Like,
hey, Mitch.
oh my God, you guys are so cool. Thank you so much. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna slide my line after the live,
and
bro.
Michael Korn donated $5. And he said, "I'm just drinking a beer and only donated another $5.
Wow.
But you know what? It's all good. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Beach.
You guys are amazing.
Tell WACC I'm about to text him again right now.
WACC said he's going to slide his line down the tier, and he wants some zoos and wham-whams tied on the line. Wow. You guys are amazing. that blows me away, WACC. It really does. Earlier Slick said,
Hey, hold on, Mitch.
Yeah.
What is this dude Matt W talking about? He said, what is WACC doing? He keeps disrespecting Smiley, not paying attention. What the fuck?
WACC's reading the comments. He's not disrespecting anybody. He is paying attention, and WACC likes to read the comments so his head goes down and you see the top of his hat. But
okay,
trust me,
are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Chronic Soldier just donated another $100 via super chat.
Wow.
You guys are so freaking cool, and he's all yawn.
Wow.
And
are you serious?
Yeah. And then Chronic, thank you so much, dude. You're crazy. Are you bored? Because you don't look like you're bored.
That's crazy.
Beach Boss donated $100, another $100.
You hear this shit, WACC?
And wow, you guys are freaking. I don't even know what to say. Away. Honestly, I don't know what to say. And Chronic just donated. Yeah, there we go. So you guys are super cool. Thank you so much. And is this boring to you? Because Chronic, you're yawning. So you're yawning, but you're donating. So I'm confused. So you guys are so. Jason goes, Chronic ain't fucking around. He's not fucking around. You are right. Oh my gosh. All you guys, thank you so much. I don't even know.
Get my line and pull it in.
Donated $2 super chat. He said, I'm broke. I'm a broke, hardworking Irish guy. $2. We still appreciate, and you're awesome, DC.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much. That was freaking hella
so
crazy.
Much, man.
Longbeard said someone can donate a white bagger to me.
White bagger. Baggers. I got a bag. My bike is now a bagger. I have it's a bar bag tied to my sissy bar on my bike, so I'm officially a bagger.
Jay just super chatted $10. Said either of you seen the movie Life After Life? Trying to check if BS before spending my time. No, we haven't seen it. South LA, but thank you for the super chat, Jay. Appreciate it so much. I can't keep up. I'm like, okay, South LA 213 said to Beach Boss, throw money like you're at the strip club.
That's crazy.
Slick Ruler just donated $50 via super chat. Mitchell, get off your phone.
Are you serious?
Mitchell, get off the phone.
Okay, so
I wanted to show these guys his photograph.
Slick, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. That's super.
Adrian, stop texting
so awesome. Me. Thank you so much. That's so nice. He said, "Happy Father's Day, brother. Time to raffle off a bike."
Yeah, we need to raffle off Slick Ruler's bike. And here's the deal, hey, WACC, and we're gonna need your help, and hopefully Lockdown 23-1. Slick Ruler has a motorcycle he wants to raffle off. It's a $15,000 motorcycle. It's beautiful. He wants to raffle it off, so we're going to need help from the other channels to make that happen.
Slick, so just so you know, I did my homework on that. You can. It's not called a raffle. It's called something like a
you make donations.
Prize winner or something. Yeah. So I'm working on it, and I haven't forgot about you. And I just want to thank you so much. He said, "Happy Father's Day, brother."
Thank you
very much.
The
raffle, so thank you.
Adrian's been doing some research on how we can do that.
Michael Korn just donated another $5, and he said, "You guys are to freaking roll. It's crazy." He said, "Let's raffle my white bagger." That's what Slick Ruler said.
Yeah.
Michael Korn donated another $5. I feel like a DJ right now. Like I'm just like, just popped another beer here. $5. Thank you, Michael Korn, for the $5 super chat. Thank all you guys. Like seriously, it is freaking insane.
So here's the deal.
Sorry, one more time.
Uh-oh.
Chronic Soldier just donated another $25 via super chat. Happy Father's Day, Mitch. No daily limits around here. You are awesome.
Right.
You guys, thank you so much.
And look, my wife works sometimes 7 days a week.
Thank you, Chronic Soldier. Thank you so much.
Thank all of you guys for donating. I work 5 days a week. Sometimes she works 7 days a week. She'll work 5 days a week at the hospital and work on her computer at home. And so to us, man, that means a lot. It really does. It means a lot. And I just want to thank you.
Crazy. I don't even know what to say. That shit was off the hook.
So I want to show you guys this thing. And it says, I was talking about this, the 54th Massachusetts Regiment Memorial was vandalized. by BLM, right? This past week. So, and here's some photographs. I don't know if you can see that of the 54th Regiment during the Civil War. They're all black guys. They're all black guys. Can you see that, WACC?
Freaking statue.
Yeah.
So they vandalized a memorial to black soldiers during the Civil War in the name of BLM, Bikers Lives Matter. So I mean, how do you feel about that, WACC? I mean, that's some bullshit, right?
Hey, bro. Me and you've had discussions on here, and we've had discussions off here. We have differing of opinions in some of it, but
yeah, and some of our opinions are similar.
Yeah, but when you disrespect shit like that, where dudes have laid down their life, bro, and went against the grain, baby, you gotta respect that, bro. Yeah. And for you to shit on that, you're a piece of shit. You're a real life piece of shit.
The bottom line, man, the Civil War really wasn't about race. It was about money. The federal government was spending money in states like Illinois, where Abraham Lincoln was from. There's a book that was written about Abraham Lincoln where he was taking tax dollars, routing it through Illinois. But the bottom line was,
they're starting.
The bottom line is, guys are vandalizing shit, man. I mean, these dudes laid down their lives during the Civil War, and they're black dudes and they're fighting for the union of this country. They're fighting for the United States of America, man. And guys vandalize. It's ignorance, bro. The bottom line is ignorance, right?
Straight up.
I'm an American. I did 38 years in prison, WACC, right? So here's the deal. If somebody has a cause to be mad or angry with this country, would it be somebody who spent damn near their whole fucking life in prison?
I mean, you have a valid point right there, bro. And
I love this country, bro.
No, I know, bro. And I'm going to say this, dog. And you might disagree with it, bro. But I think I really honestly think that it's really time for this country to sit down and just peel it all back, bro. And let's put everything on the table. But the biggest thing that we have to learn how to do, Mitch, is stop trying to one-up each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Who the fuck likes a one-upper, right?
Right. So my thing is this, bro. You did 38 years in prison. Nobody's had it as bad as that, bro. If they lived on the streets during them 38 years, you have no complaints compared to Mitch, right?
Yeah, sure.
But at the same time, you got these dudes that have these pulpits. They have a lot of people that listen to them, so they have a big platform, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go get our own country, and we're gonna start our own country. And this and that, right?
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna fly, bro. That shit ain't gonna fly. You know, and my thing is this, bro. Hey, I'm willing to stand up. For that's wrong, Adrian. That is wrong. I'm willing to stand up with anybody who's being oppressed by the government, bro.
Sure.
And if it resorts to violence, then so be it, bro. But at the same time, you can't cut your nose off in spite of your face. And that's what a lot of these dudes are doing.
Here's the deal. Now you say people that are oppressed by the government, right? They have different branches of government, like local police. In some cases, local police kill people. In other cases, the local police are all right. You have the IRS. They fuck everyone over. You have, the CIA. That's a branch of government. They fuck other countries around. They They disrupt other countries and put in leaders that they want in there, and they fuck over the people of that country. So I mean, our government has different branches of the government on all levels, from the bottom to the top, from local all the way up to the top. So to say who's oppressed by the government, sometimes it's like people are being fucked over without knowledge of people who are actually running that branch of government, whether it's local or federal or state, you know. Like in our case, look, in our case, the branch of government that was fucking us around was called the California Department of Corrections, and it was run by Sacramento, who, in my case, the guy who fucked us around the most was Governor Pete Wilson.
Right.
So who stood up for us? Nobody was burning down the motherfucking city for us.
No, but you had like Maxine Waters and all them that were out there protesting and shit about prisoners' rights and all that. I know a lot of conservatives don't like Maxine Waters, and they put her down a lot. But she was on the front line. I'm not going to
get into conservative or whatnot. I know George Bush, when he got out of the White House, he made about 50 fucking different laws. George Bush, the president, Jr., said that so many people have been in prison in the United States of America. He made laws where guys could get loans, all kinds of different laws that had a positive impact on guys who've been to prison. So different politicians have done different things, but the bottom line, in California, Pete Wilson fucked us around. Pete Wilson supported the prison guards union. Pete Wilson made the 3 strikes law. Pete Wilson made it. He approved it. So we had to get our quarterly packages from package companies that his wife had stock in.
Right.
His wife had stock in Walking Horse. And we were forced to buy our packages from these quarterly package companies.
Right.
So the bottom line was, that's a branch of government that fucked us around. So where were the people? There was no fucking riots over us, you know, in prison.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, bro. You're right, but I mean, you know, that's you know, I mean, bro, you know, it's not even that conversation. This conversation has so many different tentacles to it, bro. But I think in order for America to move forward, and I'll leave it at this, in order for America to move forward, we're going to have to peel the skin back, bro, and we're going to have to talk openly, and we're going to have to listen openly. And
and you know, the bottom line for me, bro, is to me, it's not a race thing. It's a class thing, because there are black people who are on the same level as whites on every class, all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. It's a class thing.
No, you're right. I mean, we're not part of the 1%.
Maxine Waters has a mansion. She's a multimillionaire. She doesn't even live in the district that she represents. You know, she's a multimillionaire.
Right.
You know, bottom line. So, and then there are people who are in the same level as me, same level as you, all the way up from the bottom to the top. They're all, hey, bro, I had black female captains in San Quentin fuck me around, and you know, and I had black psychologists write psych reports for me that were totally favorable, supporting my release from prison when I was in prison. So to me, it's not a race thing; it's a class thing. You know.
I understand, bro, and all of us, we got our opinions, Mitch, and you know, the good thing about it, bro, is me and you are man enough to recognize when we do have a difference of opinions, and I still love you as my brother, you still love me as your brother, and we move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the good. Hey, and that's one thing this channel that people are gonna be able to point out is we don't agree on every single thing, but your wife will always. Hey, your wife always tells us. She says, "Man, I love to sit back and just listen to you and Mitch talk because it's like two old." Yeah. You know, 208. And that's what it is, bro. you know, we don't have to agree on everything, bro.
Well, the bottom line is if you respect someone, you like someone, you don't have to agree with everything they say or everything they think, you know.
Because I don't look.
Thinking about Adrian, she's has some comments. What's going on?
First of all, I just want to did you interrupt him? Don't interrupt him.
Go ahead.
Joe Bradley Doe donated $5 super chat.
And
I told everybody, little or small or none, we just appreciate everybody here so much. He said, life is too short. Got to be thankful. Welcome home, Mitch.
Yeah, thank you.
So neat. They're talking about, they're agreeing, South LA 213 is right on whack. It's all about race. It's a class issue.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. It's a class thing. The rich against the rest. They're talking about the oil fields. WACC said, I heard WACC just now. It's delayed. Say stop texting him. I'm gonna keep on texting him. He said, it's all some solid woods and Oildale. Michael Corrin just donated another $5 and said, moving up to whiskey. So we're going from beer to whiskey. I'm right there with you. White Dawn said, I agree with General Matthew. The court system will let the rich man out of jail and keep the poor man in because he can't bail out.
Yeah.
Let me see. Longbeard said, I should put up a pic. I look like I could be Mitch's son just with a longer beard. So I'm going to tell you something. I saw the longest beard I ever seen today.
Oh, yeah, Slick Ruler.
Slick Ruler I've never seen nothing like
Slick
that.
Slick Ruler's a king of beards.
Killer ass shit there.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Just cops fuck over poor people. Slow-mo said all those fuckers fuck them all. Yeah. South LA said Viva La Raza, Black and Brown Lives Matter. Us too, bro. Just Longbeard said I just got home from Bakersfield. Fuck Antifa. Mitch and WACC, Chronic said, Mitch and WACC's going to turn everyone against me. I wasn't trying to one up. He was the one that made all those lovely donations. He's so awesome. He said the yawn thing was for the kicks and giggles. And so, yeah, no, we're never going to hate on you. So don't even trip on that. And then someone way back when, because these comments have just been flying. Yeah. Someone said, Hard Intentions is the strip club and it's raining on Hard Intentions.
That's right.
It's making it rain.
So yeah.
Thank you guys very much.
Hey, WACC, see, there you go right there, right? Like, you know, them guys in Oildale. I'm sure you ran across some Bakersfield boys from Oildale when you're in prison, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I was in YA with some of them guys, and they were like Ronnie Lewis. If you ever watch, brother, I love you. They were some tough motherfuckers, bro. And them dudes are out there working in oil fields. They're on the same level as guys living in the ghetto and down in LA. I mean, I don't know if you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, bro, you've heard the expression, right? If you ain't part of the problem, if you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem, right?
Yeah.
So what is destroying some fucking monument got to do with part of the solution, bro? I think, you know,
they fucked up, bro, and that was hella disrespectful to the families of them people that were a part of that regiment. You know what I mean?
I mean, bro, you don't ever want to go to some other country, do you?
No, I'm good, bro. I don't travel for a reason. I like it here.
I love this country, man, and I would like to see this country solidify and become a better place for every motherfucking American citizen who lives here. I mean,
right?
Right? So, all right, now, you know, we've been through all this riot shit, so let's find some solutions, man, and let's.
I have a solution.
What's the solution?
Someone has a solution.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I hope I can say this. I want everybody to hear what I'm saying. One of our viewers, I'm sorry, I can't give you credit because I can't remember who said it. I can go back and look, but they said, WACC lives matter.
Yeah, WACC lives matter. You hear that, bro?
That's right.
One of our people said WACC lives matter. And I agree.
No, they need to have just me and you get on TV, bro, and we'll handle the problem.
You guys behave.
Yeah, you know, bottom line, we had to have a committee, right? Like you and I, you and I, and a couple guys we choose to be with us and bring us the problems, and we'll find your solution.
That's right.
You know, the bottom line is WACC. Now, I don't know how you feel about this, but there are people who are very smart, very educated, and you know, I've met some people, bro, that because I was a lifer, I had to deal with different types of people, like psychologists and counselors and all kinds of shit, man. They were highly educated people, and when I was younger, I used to think, hey, fuck these people, right? What do they know? But when I got older, I started to realize that those people spent their whole lifetime learning about the human mind, the brain, how our psychology, how we operate as human beings, and they actually did understand us. And you know, in the end, they had some very good advice for me as a guy who, you know, spent his whole life in prison and was trying to get out of prison, and I accepted it. I finally broke down and accepted their advice and their critique on me, and you know, it helped me a lot, man. And a testament to that is look at where I'm at. You know, I'm out here in the free world. I'm not sitting in prison anymore. I'm with my wife. You know, I met you. I met all these wonderful people through my channel. So the bottom line is, I don't know if you agree with this or not, but sometimes you need to take advice from people who are on a level above us, who are looking at us and saying, "Hey, this is my advice to you," and you know, right?
You can always learn. You have to be receptive to learning from people from all walks of life, bro. And the day you stop learning is the day you die, I feel like, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah. You know, part of you know, I go to NA, some guys go to AA, whatever. The precepts of that is you have to be honest, open, and willing, right?
Yes, sir.
And if you're not, you know, I mean, you're just going to be stagnant.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think people need to be willing to honest, open, and willing to others' opinions, man, from the other side of the aisle, from wherever they stand. I mean, you know, I first met you, man. You sent me a text saying, "Hey, you know, I'm a white Crip. I'm from San Diego, and I think you asked me about doing some artwork for you."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, you know, I don't give a fuck about all that white Crip shit, man. You want some artwork, you know?" And then we started chatting, and next thing you know, I interviewed you, and now look at us, right?
Hey, the thing is this, bro. When you start shutting avenues down because of personal preferences or personal prejudices or anything like that, you're not going to win that race, bro. You're not even going to be a part of the race anymore because you've closed all avenues, bro. You know,
right?
And it doesn't matter if he's a Mexican from LA, bro, from Florencia, Southsider. He's gonna have something that you can learn from, bro. Sure. It doesn't matter if he's a skinhead from Oildale, bro, or just a regular cat from Fullerton. Everybody has something.
Hey, WACC. You told me a story about some red and blue rag guys who got together with some white guys in San Diego. You want to relate that story on however you can verbalize it? I mean, if to people.
Yeah, I seen the homie that took a video. They went out there to East County during the little protest and shit, and there were some red rags out there. There were some blue rags out there. It looked like some skinheads. And, you know, they were like, you know, fuck the police. You know what I mean? Like, if it's about that, then it's about that. You know, so everybody, look, if everybody's on the same, if we can all get on the same level.
Right.
and deal with each other from that level, the world will be a better place, bro. I don't have to like or even take part in what your views are, but if I respect it as a man, then as long as you're not stepping on my toes, I don't give a fuck what you are.
Right. So basically what I understood was like some red and blue rag black guys went out to where I'm from, actually East County, and met some white dudes and said, hey man, this ain't a race thing. This is about authority, abuse of authority, and we're not going to make it a race thing. And they all shook hands.
Yeah, basically.
And these are fucking tough guys. These are tough guys, street gangster fucking dudes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, if them guys can agree on something, then, you know, what the fuck, man? Why can't Joe Citizen or these assholes running around the streets agree about, you know, shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, Adrian?
Did you just call me Adrian?
Come on, man.
He usually only says that when he's mad. Everyone's talking about me smoking, and I know you didn't say anything, but Steve LaBarbera said I heard the door fucking open. He's all, you're busted. People say, General Matthew said, people say Cali politics are racist, but most white guys get preyed upon. It's pathetic. I'm in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't listen to this at the same time because it's delayed. Sorry. Salvador said, I studied psychology in prison and it's all bull. They teach you to criticize everything and everyone by first impressions. With what the books tell you, nothing else matters. Jack Donovan said, Dago, with little.
Dago. Dago.
T. Killa said, I can tell Mitch has a unique way of looking at the world, as well as WACC. I strive to do the same. You got to be a chameleon nowadays. That's one thing Mitch is really good at. Like, he can really fit in whatever comes his way. Richard Mary said, Mitch, you got more likes than viewers. Good Saturday Night Live. This was a good one. This like, for real. It was a super good Saturday Night Live.
WACC, this is one of our better ones.
T. Killer said, I fuck with you guys tough. I love psychology, and the way you guys operate is very inspiring. No excuses, just hustle and work hard.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't watch the news. I watch the Uncle and Mitch and WACC show. I love it. That's DC Irish. I love you. That's so awesome.
Stay down, DC Irish.
Let's see. Homegrown hash is the solution. That's what Slow-Mo said. Let's see. Tequila just got on the live. He said, White Dawn said, haha, hell yeah. Glad to see you guys made a killing night. Maybe Mitch can spoil himself with one of those talking remote TVs. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. So when Mitch first got out of prison, you know, he would text and he would just like, you know, it took him a minute to text. And I was like, hey, babe, do you know that you can actually talk and text? I fucking wish I never said that. Because every time and we used to all his friends would joke about it because Mitch would be like, hey, this is, hey. And he would like have to repeat it over and over again. So it was funny as shit. I'm a little delayed in the comments because I went outside for a second. Everybody knows why. Like Steve LaBarbera put me on Front Street. So it's okay. But Mitch put me on Front Street last week. So it's all right.
It's all good.
Let's see. Justin told me, he said racism is the dumbest shit. I don't see color. I see personality.
Yeah.
WACC, if Longbeard said, and Longbeard said he has a really long beard, he has to like rubber band it up.
Yeah.
He said, WACC, if you keep rubbing your beard, it might grow longer. Mitch says the same thing.
That's right.
Let's see. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to front them, but there's another person here that's a closet smoker that says that he just got done and his wife doesn't know he does. So yeah, whatever, people. Yes, the Hard Intentions family is rocking, and it's all because of you guys, for real. So for real, we've been on.
Hey, you guys have had me on this channel. Hey, Adrian.
And I have to load the Father's Day video, which you guys are gonna freaking love. Yeah. It was so good.
What were you gonna say right now, WACC?
Sorry, WACC.
Adrian, you've had me in front of this camera, in front of this damn computer for 10 hours today.
Yeah,
and I know
we've been on for a couple of hours, so it's it's almost time to close up. But yeah, I mean, hey, WACC, your viewers and the viewers that watch us, man, I just, it's truly a family now. I mean, I feel that, and how do you feel, WACC, about that?
you guys like my light show?
Yeah, how many subscribers do you have now, WACC?
Oh, I don't know, probably a handful.
Well, the guys who subscribe to your channel, watch your channel, the guys that watch our channel, man, I'm just blown away by their character, their personalities, and their integrity, and they get what we have to say, and I'm just grateful, bottom line.
Yeah, hey, on the real, man. Thanks everybody for all the love and support, man. That's straight up love right there, and you can't buy that kind of love, man. So that's
Yeah.
what's up,
we gotta hit the rack in a couple of hours, and we still haven't eaten, and we
I gotta upload the
Hey,
video.
are you gonna set the Mac up?
Rancho Chava just super chatted us $10.
Oh wow, thank you.
Thank you so much. As he said, it's true. I used to watch the news all the time, but it's nothing but bickering. You guys are a breath of fresh air. Yeah. I'm glad that you guys can provide a public service. It's a not fake news.
Yeah. What did you say, WACC?
You're gonna set up the iMac tonight, right?
Yeah, we have to set up our new computer thanks to our donor.
Don't say who
donor,
it is,
but also
who wants to remain anonymous.
Saying donor, it's understatement. Actually, it's become a friend. Donate some money, doing some of my money, and we got this new iMac that she's always wanted to do this with.
Excited!
Yeah, she loves it. So we have to set that up, but also we have to set up our Father's Day video for tomorrow for you guys. So we're gonna have to cut it short because otherwise she's gonna be up past.
We're not cutting it short. We've been on for 2 hours, babe.
Yeah. And we have to go to church in the morning and all that good stuff. So.
So everyone's saying definitely not fake news. Keep your shit popping, WACC. Definitely not. Good night, Smileys. Good night, Reggie. And Brancho, thank you too for everything tonight. That's super cool. Jojo says great trio. T Killer said real recognizes real, and Mitch and WACC look real familiar.
Yeah, what were we gonna say, WACC?
Hey, FaceTime me when you get the iMac set up, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And hey, you know what? From my behalf, and I'm sure on yours, I want to thank number one. I want to thank Jesse James for giving me a shout out, who blew up my Instagram, who led to somebody turning me on to Lockdown 23 and 1. I want to thank Josh from Lockdown Death I Bring. From Lockdown 23 and 1, he got me started on this, man, and it's just been an amazing ride. And I met some wonderful people, and he got you started with an interview, and it's just awesome, man.
You interviewed WACC first.
Yeah, I interviewed WACC first, but
and people don't understand either what kind of an interesting relationship that WACC and Mitch really have, and so we talk to him almost every day. I do too. He is the real deal, and I know WACC's gonna tell me. I'm not listening to him because he's gonna tell me to stop it, and I'm not gonna stop it. And he is the real deal, and I can't wait till we actually get to meet each other because I feel like he's my bro for sure, 100%.
WACC, you're gonna come down here. We're gonna rent a spot down at the river down in Lotus, and we're gonna barbecue and drink and have a good time and just
yes, we are.
People are asking about WACC's channel. So if you go to my community, our Heart Intentions community page, WACC's channel, I posted his very first video. It's on our channel. It's kind of hard to find. If you guys look it up by name, you'll look for a million things. So just go to our community page. Right. And then just like I said, you guys, we're gonna post that thing tomorrow morning with the Father's
Day video. It's a three-way.
Yeah,
it's a first for this genre, and so thank you.
It'll be really. It was something. Actually, it was WACC's suggestion, so we got to give WACC credit.
WACC suggested it, and we followed through with it. And we did it. So thanks, WACC, for that suggestion.
Anyways, any dying questions that people have to ask that they want to get off their chest, or Mitch, that's not very nice. Chronic said, take good care, WACC. Against what you take care, talk soon. Let's see. 11 respect to both of you from Kenneth. All right, kids.
And love and respect to all you people out there in the world. Love and respect to AWAC. I love you, brother, and thank you for coming on tonight. And
I love and respect to everybody.
Jason, thank you for being such an awesome mod tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. I couldn't do this without you. And thank you for that advice you gave me the other day. That was really stellar, and just appreciate it very much.
Thank you. And remember, do it hard. Whatever it is you're doing in life, do it hard. Do it all the way to the fullest.
Peace.
Right?
Right. That's right.
Right, WACC?
Later, bro.
Later. I'll talk to you later, brother. Thank you. Do it hard.
Good night, guys. Oh, let me end it. This is so weird. It always does this. Good night, everybody.
Good night, folks. Thank you very much.